Children, just because you clicked on this message, you are already covered by all the blessing I have prepared for you. My beloved children, today I approach you with a special message, a word of hope and healing. I want you to listen to me with your heart, to set aside your worries and open your souls to feel the peace I offer. Each of you carries unique stories, struggles that only I know. I know how hard the world has been, how the trials have weighed on your shoulders. Many of you feel overwhelmed as if you are alone in a desert, looking for an oasis of rest and relief. But know, my children, I am the rest you seek, the living water that quenches your thirsty souls. Throughout this message, you will find answers to questions you may not have known you had. You are about to discover something profound and valuable, something I have prepared especially for each of you. You are not alone on this journey. I am with you, guiding your steps, offering comfort and strength. In the end, an extraordinary and transformative revelation awaits them, something that could be the key to their personal and spiritual transformation. If you believe in my words, walk with me until the end. And if you need it, leave it in the comments. Father, I ask for forgiveness and the chance to start over. Let this act be your first step towards renewal. Remember the words of Scripture, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. This promise is true for each of you, for every heart that longs for comfort and rest. You don't have to carry the burdens of life alone. I invite you to come closer to me, to cast all your worries, pains, and anxieties on me. I am the Father who never abandons, who is always beside each one of you in every step, in every decision, even in the moments when you think I am distant. Perhaps you have felt that your path is uncertain, that life presents you with challenges that seem insurmountable. But know that I know the path you walk. I know your deepest thoughts, the longings you are afraid to confess even to yourself. Even if others don't understand what you're going through, I do. I am the one who probes hearts, who understands silence, who sees the tears you keep inside. My love is immense. It is a love that does not depend on your actions or merit. It is a love that simply exists for who you are. I want you to know that I am here, waiting for you to let me into your hearts to heal every wound. Yes, my children, there is a cure for all your pains. There is a solution for every difficulty. And this healing does not just come to alleviate a symptom or a temporary problem, but to transform you from the inside out. I offer not just a passing peace, but a lasting peace, a peace that surpasses human understanding. It is the peace that can fill every void, calm every inner storm, and bring light even in the darkest moments. Think of me as a safe haven amidst the storms of life. When the waves rise around you, trying to overturn your boat, remember that I am with you. I can calm the sea, I can strengthen the boat, I can guide you to still waters. I know that life is unpredictable, that challenges are real, and that it often feels as if strength is slipping away. But I'm here to be your strength, your security. You are not alone on this journey. Walk with me and I walk with you. I know that some of you may have turned away from me, perhaps due to disappointments, past hurts, or a sense of unworthiness. But know that it is never too late to return. No matter how far they have gone, there will always be a way back for me, and I will be waiting with open arms. I want you to know that I never give up on you. I created them. I know every detail of their lives, and I have a purpose for each one. Even when everything seems lost, there is a way back. Even when you can't see a way out, I do. Allow yourselves to hear my voice, which whispers softly amid the noise of the world. I don't force my presence into their lives, but I am here, waiting for them to invite me. And when you do, you will realize that I was never truly far away, but always within reach, waiting for the moment when you would allow me to guide your steps. Believe, my beloved ones, that nothing is impossible for me. I know how to transform what seems like the end into a new beginning. I know how to restore what was broken, renew what seems exhausted. Today, I invite you to come closer, to give yourselves completely into my hands. Every one of your worries, every fear, every doubt, give it all to me. I will strengthen you. I will renew hope in your hearts, and I will give meaning to every struggle you face. My grace is sufficient, my love is unwavering. No matter the storm, no matter the desert, no matter the valley, I am the good shepherd who guides his sheep. I am the one who will never allow them to get lost. I want each of you to know that there is purpose in your lives, that nothing you face is in vain. Every pain, every challenge, every tear you shed has value to me, and I will make it all turn into something beautiful and meaningful. You do not walk without direction. I am guiding even when you cannot see the path ahead. Believe that what I have in store for you is much bigger and more beautiful than anything you can imagine. Believe that I am beside each one of you, offering my love and support. My beloved children, there is something I want you to deeply understand. My love for you is unconditional and eternal. It does not depend on what you do or don't do, the mistakes you make or the successes you achieve. My love is a gift that I offer you without expecting anything in return. It is a love that does not demand perfection, but rather a heart willing to welcome me, a heart that recognizes that I am always here, ready to embrace you in any circumstance. In the scriptures, I give you this assurance. I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore I have drawn you with kindness, Jeremiah 31:3. These words were not just spoken for ancient times, they are living promises, applicable to each of you. My love is eternal. It doesn't matter how many times they've stumbled, how many doubts they've had, or how distant they feel. My love attracts you with kindness, with a strength that surrounds you and carries you when you no longer have the strength to continue. This love that I give you is like the sun that illuminates and warms you, regardless of where you are. Even though the clouds of life seem to hide my presence, know that my love continues to shine, always available, always present. When everything around seems dark, remember that this love is like a flame that never goes out. He guides them, protects them, and welcomes them no matter what. I know that sometimes the world can make you believe that you are not worthy of love, that you need to earn your worth. But it's not like that with me. To me, you have been precious since the moment I formed you, each with a unique and special purpose. You are my beloved children, and my heart is filled with joy for each one of you. There is no mistake or weakness that can erase the love I feel, because it is stronger than any failure, deeper than any pain. Think about the love a father or mother feels for their children. Even if children make mistakes or take different paths, the love of a true father remains. And my love for you is even greater, perfect, without limits. I see them beyond circumstances and appearances. I see the essence of each one. I know the dreams you keep, the wounds you try to hide, and I want you to know, in me, you will always find a welcoming and safe love. I want you to feel the peace of this love. May you know that even in moments when you feel abandoned or alone, I am with you. When fear or insecurity tries to speak louder, remember that perfect love casts out fear. My love is the refuge where you can take shelter. No matter the intensity of the storms they face, this love is the anchor that keeps them safe, unshakable. And I ask you, my children, never to doubt the value you have to me. You were created with a purpose, and my hand supports you in every step of this journey. When they stumble, I lift them up. When they feel lost, I guide them. Never forget that I chose you, and this love that I offer is for all eternity. Allow this love to become a truth in your lives. May it warm your hearts and restore every broken part. Because the love I give you is not just a word, but a transformative force that renews, heals, and strengthens. This love has the power to calm your anguish, to heal your wounds, and to bring light where there was only darkness. Today I leave my love at your disposal, as an eternal and unchanging gift. Let me flood your hearts with this certainty, so that you never feel alone or helpless again. I am the Father who loves unconditionally, the God who welcomes you with kindness and mercy. No matter where you are or what you have done, my love for you will always be greater. My dear children, many of you carry a weight in your hearts, a burden of guilt and regret that follows you like a shadow. I know how much you struggle with the past, the failures and mistakes that you can't forget. But today I want you to know that my forgiveness is real, and it is available to each of you. You don't need to live tied to this burden, because my desire is for you to experience the freedom and peace that forgiveness brings. In the scriptures, I left you a promise. If we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. 1 John 1:9. These words are a reminder that the forgiveness I offer has no limits. When you approach me sincerely, with a repentant heart, I welcome you and cleanse you of all guilt. This forgiveness is not just an apology for the past, but a renewal, a chance to start again, without the marks of the mistakes they made. I want you to understand that forgiveness is not something I grant reluctantly or with reservations. I forgive them completely and unconditionally, without memories or resentments. To me, once you repent, your failures are cast away, as if they never happened. It's a new beginning, a new opportunity to walk with me without the weight of the past. You do not need to carry guilt like a chain that imprisons you, because I have already paid the price for you to be free. Many times you try to forgive yourself on your own, but end up getting stuck in a cycle of self-punishment. I want you to know that I am the God of forgiveness and restoration, and my desire is that you allow yourself to receive this gift without hesitation. When you choose to live in forgiveness, you make space in your hearts for healing, for the wounds of the past to be addressed and transformed into strength and learning. You may wonder, but God, what if I fail again? What if I fall into the same trap? Know that my love and forgiveness are greater than any mistake you may make. I see the heart of each of you. I know your intentions, your efforts, and I am here to help you rise up as many times as necessary. I am patient and compassionate, and nothing you do can take me away from you as long as you are willing to walk with me and learn from my steps. Imagine forgiveness as a gentle rain that cleanses and renews the earth. So is the forgiveness I give you. It washes the soul, removes the dust accumulated over time, and allows new fruits to grow. Forgiveness is not just an act of mercy, but a way of preparing your hearts to receive the blessings and peace that I have in store for you. When you free yourself from guilt, you open yourself to the joy and love that I can pour into your lives. And I also want to encourage you to forgive yourself. Many times you accept my forgiveness, but still maintain a feeling of reproach in your own hearts. Don't let yourself be prisoners of your own failures. If I, the Creator, the loving Father, forgive you completely, who are you to continue to judge yourselves? Accept the freedom that my forgiveness offers and leave behind what you cannot change. Move forward with the confidence that you are loved and valued, without the constraints of a past that no longer exists for me. Remember, my children, that you are worthy of my love and my forgiveness. Each of you is precious to me, regardless of your flaws and mistakes. You are like a jewel that, even when covered in dust, maintains its priceless value. I see them for what they really are, for the potential they carry within themselves, for the beauty that is present, even if hidden by pain and guilt. Don't let the weight of the past stop you from seeing the light that lives within you. Today, I offer you my forgiveness as a gift of renewal. Open your hearts. Allow this grace to heal and transform you. No matter what you have done, no matter how many times you have fallen, my hand is outstretched to lift each of you up. I want you to know that, from today onwards, you can walk in freedom, with the peace of someone who has been forgiven and restored. My beloved children, I know that many of you have faced difficult days, moments when everything seems dark and heavy. The struggles they carry are real, and discouragement can become a constant visitor. But today, I want you to look to the future with eyes of hope, because I have something precious in store for each of you. I want you to know that the difficulties you face now are not the end, but a preparation for something greater, for a purpose that you cannot yet fully see. In the scriptures I left you a promise. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. I want you to keep this promise in your hearts, for it is a reminder that my vision goes beyond the present. I see what you cannot see. I know what is coming, and I assure you that everything I allow into your lives has a greater purpose. The hope I offer is not fleeting, but firm and constant. Know that even on days when all seems lost, I am working silently to bring renewal and joy to your heart. Every tear you shed, every tired sigh, I see and keep, and I want you to know that these tears are not in vain. I am beside each of you, transforming your pain into something beautiful, shaping your hearts for a future of peace and prosperity. Sometimes the path may seem long, but trust that I am guiding each step, opening doors where there seems to be no way out. When you feel on the verge of giving up, remember that I am the source of your strength and hope. You do not need to face these battles alone, because I am the one who fights by your side, who supports you in moments of weakness. What seem like moments of loneliness and abandonment are actually opportunities for me to show you how close I am, carrying you when you can no longer walk. I will never let you get lost in discouragement, because I am always ready to renew your strength. You may not see it now, but everything you face today is shaping your heart and soul, preparing you for a harvest of blessings and joy. Don't let despair blind you to what I am accomplishing. Just as the earth needs to go through winter to bloom in spring, you too are going through a phase that will soon give way to a new season. And when that season arrives, you will see that all the suffering and all the effort were worth it. I want you to know that I have beautiful dreams for each of you, dreams of peace, of happiness, of plenitude. No suffering is eternal, and soon you will look back and realize how much you grew, how much you learned, and how I strengthened you. Trust in me means knowing that even in the most difficult times I am preparing you for the best. And when victory finally comes, it will be complete, full of meaning, and will bring a peace that surpasses any tribulation. Stand firm, for the hope I give is like an anchor for the soul. She keeps them safe even in the midst of the storms, and reminds them that no matter how challenging circumstances may be, the best is yet to come. Do not allow today's difficulties to extinguish the light of hope in your hearts. Remember that I am with you, strengthening you, sustaining you, and preparing a future full of peace and prosperity. And I tell you, this hope is not something abstract or distant. It is a living promise, a pact between me and you. You are not adrift, aimless. I have specific plans for each one, and these plans reveal themselves at the right time. My work in your lives is ongoing, and each day is a new opportunity for you to trust me more, to surrender to my guidance and allow me to be the guide on your journey. Know that you can come to me whenever you need. Whenever you feel weak or discouraged, I'm here, ready to renew your hope, to show you the light when everything seems dark. My hands are stretched out to lift each of you up, and my heart is full of love and compassion. There is nothing I cannot transform. There is no heart I cannot heal. I am the God of hope, and my promise to you is a better future. My beloved ones, I know that many of you face fear and uncertainty every day. These are doubts that invade their minds, worries that settle in their hearts, making the path heavier and making each step more difficult. You wonder about tomorrow, about the difficulties that seem insurmountable, and fear paralyzes you, preventing you from moving forward with confidence. But I tell you, do not allow fear to rule your lives. I am here, and in my presence, there is no room for fear. In the scriptures I reminded them, "Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with the right hand of my righteousness." Isaiah 41:10. These words are not just temporary comfort, but a solid promise that I am by your side at all times, ready to give you strength and courage. You are not alone. I am your God, your refuge, and your protection. And in me, you can find the confidence you seek. Fear is often a shadow that projects insecurities, but it has no power in the face of my love for you. When you walk with me, I give you a spirit of strength, courage, love, and balance. You don't need to fear what the future holds for you, because I am the author of your story and I am writing each line with a purpose. Nothing happens without my knowledge, and nothing is too big for me to handle. Trust that each situation is under my care, and that I transform even challenges into opportunities for growth and faith. I want you to feel safe in my presence, to know that I am a safe haven in the midst of storms. I know that many of you face situations that seem dark and that at times make you question your worth and your abilities. But remember, fear is just an attempt to divert focus from who you really are and who I am. You are my children, strengthened by my presence, sustained by my love. Nothing can tear them down as long as they are firm in me. Allow me to be the anchor in your lives, the one who keeps you stable even when everything around you seems to be falling apart. When fear and uncertainty try to steal your peace, come to me. Be still in my presence and listen to my voice. You don't have to fight alone. I am the Father who fights for you, who supports you and lifts you up no matter how difficult the journey may be. You do not need to face the giants of life with your own strength, because I am your support, your fortress. I also want you to remember that fear does not define who you are. He is a fleeting emotion, but my promise of protection and care is eternal. When you place your trust in me, that faith becomes a shield against fear. I am the God who walks ahead, preparing the way, and I am also beside each one, holding their hands. You are protected, you are guarded, and you can rest in my faithfulness. Nothing and no one can take away the peace I give, unless you allow it. Imagine fear as a shadow. He looks big and threatening but has no substance. When they approach my light, that shadow dissolves. I am the light that illuminates your lives, that dispels the darkness and brings clarity to your thoughts and hearts. What seemed scary loses its strength when it is exposed to my light. So trust me, bring your fears and anxieties, and allow me to transform them into courage and serenity. And remember that my presence in your lives is what gives you the strength to face each challenge. You are not alone. I am always present, guiding every step and taking care of every detail. Even when the future seems uncertain, I know what lies ahead and will give you the peace you need to carry on. Don't worry about what you can't control. Give it to me and I will give you rest. Today I make a special invitation. Leave fear behind and embrace the confidence I offer. Look at me, not at the uncertainties around you. I am the rock on which your feet can stand, the shield that protects you from storms, the safe shelter that offers you peace. Nothing is as strong as my love and my protection, and nothing is more constant than my presence next to each one of you. My beloved children, I know that many of you know the pain of loneliness, that feeling of emptiness that seems to grow when everyone moves away and the voices around you become silent. It is in the quietest moments, when they feel invisible and helpless, that the weight of loneliness squeezes the heart and mind. But I want you to know that even when everything around you seems silent, I am with you. I have never left them and I will never leave them. My presence is constant like a friend who never leaves. In the scriptures I promised each one of you, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. This promise is the anchor that you should keep in your hearts, especially on days when you feel like there is no one around to hear your thoughts and understand your pains. I am the God who listens even to what you cannot express, who knows every sigh, every silent tear. You are not alone, even if everything seems to suggest otherwise. Sometimes loneliness comes like a dark shadow, bringing questions, doubts about your worth, about the meaning of your life. But I tell you, my children, you are precious in my eyes, even if no one else can see the shine that I carry in each of you. I raised you with purpose, with love, and I see every detail of who you are. I know your pain, your anguish, and I want you to know that I am here, offering my company, my comfort, my understanding. My presence is not limited to moments of prayer or when you consciously seek my help. I am with you at every step, at every moment, whether in your moments of joy or in your hours of sadness. I am present while they work, while they walk, while they rest. When your thoughts take you far away and silence seems to be your only company, Remember that I am there, closer than you can imagine. Loneliness can be a heavy burden, but I want you to know that you can hand that weight over to me. I am the God who bears the burdens of his children, who offers rest to weary souls. When everything seems empty, when the silence becomes deafening, talk to me. I listen, I understand, I respond. They don't need elaborate words, just a whisper from the heart, a simple thought directed at me, and I will be listening, ready to console. I want you to know that my presence is a refuge for moments of loneliness. When you feel misunderstood, rejected, or forgotten, remember that I see you completely and I love every detail of who you are. You are valuable, worthy of love and attention, and you do not need to seek this from external sources. Everything you need to be fulfilled is in me. I am the faithful friend, the eternal companion, the Father who never abandons. Allow my presence to fill you. May it be the source of security and peace in the midst of loneliness. I know it's difficult to feel invisible, that it's painful not to find understanding in the people around you. But remember that I know the totality of who you are, and that I love each of you uniquely and deeply. In me, you find full acceptance, love that requires no changes or conditions. When the world leaves you silent, allow yourselves to hear my voice. It is a soft voice that speaks to the heart, bringing comfort and hope. I am the one who never abandons, who remains faithful even when everyone turns away. My presence is real, it is constant, and it never fails. You are never truly alone, for I am with you, now and always. Know that every day I am walking alongside each one of you, sharing your joys and welcoming your sadness. Loneliness may try to make you believe that there is no one by your side, but I am the answer to that emptiness. I am the hand that holds you when you stumble. I am the shoulder you can rest on when you are tired. I am always here, and nothing can separate you from my love. Today, I make a special invitation. Open your hearts to my presence. Allow me to involve you, to fill every space, every gap, every void. I want you to feel my love as a constant presence, as a light that shines in the darkness of loneliness. You are my beloved children, and nothing can separate you from me. I am your eternal companion, your faithful companion. My beloved children, I know that many of you face daily struggles and worries about meeting your needs, about the future and well-being of your families. I see every effort, every sacrifice, every tear shed in silence. I know the longings of your hearts and the worries that sometimes become too heavy a burden to bear. But today I want you to remember my promise. I am the God who supplies, the God who provides, the Father who takes care of every detail. I am the one who knows your needs before they even arise. In the scriptures, I gave them a promise of provision and peace. And my God will supply all your need according to his riches in glory in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:19. This promise is for you, my beloved ones. You do not need to carry the weight of uncertainty on your shoulders, for I am the God who cares, who sees what is hidden and who brings provision at the right time. My glory is infinite, and in my wealth I have everything you need to live in security and peace. Know that as you walk through life facing challenges and uncertainties, I am by your side, providing everything you need. You are my children. And as a loving father, my desire is that you live in abundance, not just material, but peace, joy, and fullness. I know the dreams you hold in your hearts, the projects you want to accomplish, and I want you to know that I am working to make each of these dreams come true. Believe that when you trust me, you will be under my care and protection. Do not allow the fear of lack or anxiety about the future to steal the peace that I want to give you. The prosperity I promise you is not just about riches or material possessions, but about living with a peaceful heart, knowing that you have everything you need. I want you to rest in me, to know that I am taking care of every detail, that not a strand of hair falls without me seeing, that every step you take is under my loving supervision. You may wonder how to find this peace in the midst of so many difficulties. The answer is to trust me. Give me your desires and your concerns. I know it's not always easy, as the pressures of the world are great and the demands of life can be intense. But when you place your trust in me, I give you a peace that transcends all understanding, a peace that guards your hearts and your minds even in the midst of the storms. There is nothing that can shake this peace when it comes from me. Imagine yourself as a tree planted on the banks of a river. The roots of this tree are firmly planted in the earth, and even when the wind blows strong, it remains firm, nourished by the water that runs alongside it. This is how you are when you place your trust in me. Circumstances may try to shake you, but you will be rooted in my peace, in my provision. I am the river that never dries, the source that never fails. I want you to know that the prosperity I have for you is abundant. It is not limited to what the world can give, but goes beyond, reaching every area of their lives. I wish you to live a full life, to be blessed in your families, in your homes, in your relationships, in your work. And above all, I wish that your hearts overflow with peace and gratitude. When you live in peace, that peace becomes a testimony of my love, a living proof that I am the God who cares, who provides, who loves unconditionally. Therefore, my children, leave your worries in my hands. Trust that I have control of everything and that nothing escapes my gaze. I am with you, guiding every step, opening doors where before there were walls, bringing light where before there was darkness. I am the one who transforms the desert into green fields, which brings life where before there was sterility. You can rest, knowing that I am taking care of everything. Today I invite each of you to surrender to my peace and to trust my promises of prosperity. I know that the world often preaches fear and scarcity, but I am the God of abundance, the God who gives without measures, who loves without limits. In me, you will find everything you need. Do not look at what is missing. Look at me, and you will find security. My beloved children, I know that it is not always easy to trust what cannot be seen. Faith often seems like walking along an unknown path, not knowing what you will find ahead. You face questions, and the desire to have all the answers immediately. But today I want to teach you about the power to trust me, even when they can't see it all the way. Faith is the foundation that keeps them firm, the light that guides them in the shadows of uncertainty. In my word I say unto them, now faith is the certainty of what we expect and the proof of things we do not see. Hebrews 11:1. Faith is not about having all answers or seeing every detail of the future. It is about trusting me, knowing that I am faithful and that I take care of each of you. Faith is an invitation to live beyond what is visible, to trust that I am working on their lives, even when everything around seems chaotic. When you surrender to me in faith, your lives you come to see the world with the eyes of trust, knowing that they are not at the mercy of the circumstances but under the care of the Father who loves them. I know that fear can try to infiltrate your hearts, especially when they face challenging situations. But remember, I'm with you. Faith in me does not remove difficulties but gives them strength to overcome them, to face them with the certainty that they will come out stronger. Walking in faith means surrendering to my care and giving up control. It means taking a step even without seeing others, trusting that I will be there to hold them, to guide them, and to prepare them for each situation. I know the way you should go, and even when it seems uncertain or hard, know that I am next to each other. I give them the strength to proceed, the courage to face the unknown, and the peace so that they can rest in my presence. When you exercise your faith, you are also saying to the world that you trust something bigger, who have hope in a faithful God who never fails. Faith is like a seed that, when planted, grows and blooms, transforming everything around it. It is this faith that sustains, renews, and that allows them to see possibilities where there were before limitations. In me, you find the certainty that you are never alone, that every step they take is observed and sustained by me. Imagine a father who holds the hands of his young son, guiding him by the first steps. So it is me with you too. You may not see what is ahead, but I know every curve of the way, every obstacle that may arise. And I'm here, ready to guide them, to strengthen them, and to support them when they feel weak. You can walk in trust, because I am leading each one to the fate I have prepared with love. I want you to know that faith is the foundation of a full life in me. It is she who will give them strength on dark days and will allow them to see the light, even when everything seems dark. When they deposit their faith in me, they become unshakable, for they are firm in the rock that is my love and my promise that I will never abandon them. And remember, faith is a gift I offer them, a tool so that they can walk with courage and certainty, regardless of circumstances. Today I invite each of you to renew your faith in me, to give me your worries and to trust that I am taking care of everything. Allow faith to be your guide, to keep them firm when the path seems uncertain. Do not fear what is coming, because I'm already there preparing the best for you. Believe me that I am always by your side, like a father who never fails, who never leaves them alone. Faith is the foundation of hope. It is the force that moves mountains. It is the certainty that in me you can all things. Do not let doubt steal the peace I want to give you. Walk confidently, knowing that even when the world seems unstable, I am the rock that never shakes itself. You are my children and you will never be helpless. My dear children, I know that many of you carry deep wounds in your hearts. It is pains that sometimes can't even describe, past scars that still hurt, words that hurt them, losses that still make them cry in silence. But today I want you to know that I am the God who heals, the loving Father who can touch even the most hidden wounds and bring peace and restoration. I see every tear that you spill and know every pain they try to hide. In my word I remember them. He heals those who have a broken heart and take care of their wounds. Psalm 147:3. This promise is alive and true for you. No matter what the depth of pain, no matter how long they carry this weight, I am here to heal and restore. My hands are like the balm that relieves, like the careful hand that tends each part wounded. You do not need to hide your pains from me. I know each of them and I am ready to bring healing. Often you are stuck in the past, to pain that seems insurmountable. But I tell you, they don't have to carry these wounds alone. I am the God who turns the mourning into dance, who exchanges sadness for joy. When they give me their pains, I work to transform what was broken into something new, to restore what seemed lost. There is nothing that I cannot heal, and no heart that I cannot restore. In me, you find the full healing, the one that fills the void and calms the spirit. I know that at times, you may feel that your wounds are too deep, that time cannot heal them. But I want you to know that my love is greater than any pain, more powerful than any suffering. When they allow me to enter their lives, I bring a cure that goes beyond the physical, that touches the soul and brings peace to the heart. My wish is that you live free from the weight of past pain, that can look forward without being tormented by the painful memories. Imagine me as the careful gardener who removes weeds from a garden so he can flourish again. So too I want to do it in your lives. I want to remove what prevents them from growing, from experiencing the peace and joy I have reserved for you. My hands touch each wound with love and care, and gradually I transform what was once pain into something beautiful. You are precious to me, and every part of you, even broken parts, have value. I know there are wounds that leave marks, but I want them to know that these marks can be transformed into symbols of strength and overcoming. The scars that carry do not diminish the value you have. On the contrary, they show how much you have been able to resist, to survive. And with my help, these scars will become testimonies of my love and healing in their lives. No matter what they have lived, I am the God who can do everything new. The cure I offer is not just for you to forget the past, but to be strengthened and renewed. Every pain, every tear, I transform into a new opportunity for growth and transformation. I want you to live free, to breathe without the weight of the hurts and memories that hurt them. In me, you find the peace you seek so much, the serenity you feel, and the joy you renew. Today, I invite each of you, give me your wounds, trust your pains. Allow me to enter the deepest nooks of your heart, and do the healing work that only I can do. You do not need to carry it alone. I am here to relieve weight, to calm my heart and bring hope. Allow yourself to be healed. Allow yourself to be restored. There is no wound that I cannot heal. There is no pain that I cannot relieve. My children, you were raised to live in fullness, to experience peace and joy. Let my presence flood them, my peace tap every wounded part, and my love is the cure remedy. Believe that healing is possible, that the past does not define the future I have for you. Walk toward me, and you will find the renewal they seek. My beloved, I know that life often has challenges that seem impossible to overcome. These are times when the weight of daily struggles seems to be more than they can bear, when your forces seem to be exhausted, and everything within you wants to give up. But today I want you to know that I am your source of strength. They do not need to face these challenges alone, because I am with you, supporting each step, strengthening each movement, renewing your hope. You do not walk this road without support. I am the foundation in which they can be established, the rock that does not shake. In Scripture I left a promise to you. But those who wait in the Lord will renew their strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and will not stick. Isaiah 40:31. This promise is for you, my children. When they place their trust in me, I renew their strengths. I give them wings to fly above difficulties. You may feel exhausted, but you will find a force that overcomes tiredness, a courage that goes beyond discouragement. I am the God who sustains, who raises and gives new mood. Know that even in the most difficult battles, I am beside you, fighting with you. Each challenge, every obstacle, is an opportunity to show you the strength I give you. In me, you become stronger than you think, capable of facing even what seemed unsurpassed. I can give them resilience and determination, and transform each difficulty in a path of growth and overcoming. No matter what the world tells you, remember that your strength comes from me, and in me, you are unshakable. The force I give is not just physical. It is an inner force that maintains its firm hearts, their minds, and their souls alone. You can face storms and still remain standing because my strength sustains them. And when the tiredness is so great that it seems impossible to take another step, remember that I am there, ready to carry them. Need not do this alone. You have me, the Father who loves them and will never leave them. Imagine yourself as a tree that grows next to a river. The tree does not only depend on the rain, but its roots are linked to the water that flows constantly. So are you, my children. They do not need to depend on the circumstances to be strengthened, as I am the source of strength that never dries. When they feel weak, come to me, and I will renew their strength, that they can lift and continue. No matter how many times they fall, I'll always be here to help them get up. I know that many of you face interior struggles, battles that are not seen by others. They are struggles against fear, insecurity, doubt. But I want you to know that even in these invisible battles, I'm with you. I strengthen your hearts, fill your minds with courage, and give peace to your souls. In me, you have everything you need to win, because I am the strength that dwells within you. When they feel they can't, remember that I am the one who makes the impossible possible. No matter how big the challenge is, I'm bigger. No matter how intense the storm is, I am the safe shelter that protects. I created them to be winners, to overcome obstacles with faith and courage. Each step they take is a testimony of my strength in you, a reminder that they are capable, that they have what they need to win. Trust me and let me guide them, strengthen them, renew every part of your being. Today I invite you to give your weaknesses to me. Allow me to be the strength that sustains, the foundation that keeps them firm, the support that raises them. You do not need to face life alone. I am here with love and compassion, ready to give you everything they need to win. Believe me that with my help, they are more than capable. They are strong. They are resistant. They are unshakable. You were made to overcome, to win every battle, to live in Vittoria. Do not let the circumstances knock them down. They find in me the strength they renew, that sustains, which guides. When you look forward, remember that I'm already there, preparing the way and strengthening you for each step. My beloved, today I want to talk to you about a love that is eternal and unchanging, a love that knows no limits. It is the love I have for each of you. A love that goes beyond failures, beyond circumstances and errors. It is a love that requires nothing in return. A love that simply is, because you are my children, and I am your father. I know that the world sometimes teaches that love needs to be conquered, that it is necessary to be perfect to be loved. But with me, my children, it's different. My love for you does not depend on what they do or stop doing. Remember the words I gave them. With eternal love I loved you, therefore with kindness attracted you. Jeremiah 31:3. This is the love I have for each of you, an eternal love that never wears out, that never exhausts. From the moment they have been created so far, and for all eternity, I love them. It is a love that goes beyond human understanding, because it is a pure, perfect, and unconditional love. You are precious to me, and nothing can change that. No weakness, no mistake, nothing can separate you from my love. Imagine the love that a father or mother feels for a child. Even if this child misses, even if he moves away, the love of his father or mother remains, and my love is even greater. It is a love without comparison. I see them whole. I know their joys, their struggles, their failures, and yet I love them completely. There is nothing they can do so that I love you less, and nothing they can do so that I love them more. My love is constant, it is complete, and it is forever. I know that at times you may feel that you are not worthy of this love. May the failures or mistakes of the past make them unworthy to receive my attention and my affection. But I want you to know that my love does not depend on your perfection. I love them for what they are, not what they do. They do not need to hide their weaknesses, nor try to be someone who are not to receive my love. I accept them as they are, and I want them to feel the peace of being loved unconditionally. When you allow yourself to receive this love, it has the power to transform. This love heals wounds, restores what was broken, and brings peace to the heart. I want you to know that they can be able to trust me without fear of rejection, without fear of judgment. I am always with open arms, ready to welcome each of you, to involve you in a hug of love and security. This love is what sustains, which gives strength, which brings comfort in times of difficulty. I am the one who never leaves, the one who is present at every moment, in every situation. Even when you move away, my love remains faithful. Even when they doubt me, I continue next to each one. My love is patient, kind, and always finds a way to reach them. There is no place where they can go that I am not. There is no situation where my love cannot reach them. You are my children, and I will always be your father. Today I invite you to accept this love, to allow him to surround them, that he penetrates every part of his being. You don't need to be perfect to be loved by me. They do not need to carry the weight of guilt or shame. My love is stronger than any weakness, deeper than any pain. When you allow yourself to receive this love, it becomes a source of peace, security, and joy. My love for you is like the sun that shines every day, regardless of the clouds that can try to hide it. Even in the darkest days, my love continues to shine and will always be present, waiting for the moment you allow him to illuminate your lives. Do not let fear or doubt prevent you from living in the fullness of this love. You are precious and nothing can change that. Allow this love to be the foundation of their lives, the rock on which they can build their dreams, their relationships, their peace. In me you will find a love that never fails, never exhausted, and will always be present, no matter what happens. Believe me, they are loved. Believe they are dear, and have a special place in my heart. My dear children, today I want to tell you about the importance of being in communion with me, of opening their hearts in prayer and fully trusting in my presence and care. Prayer is more than words. It is a meeting of our hearts, a bridge that unites you in a deep and intimate way. When you pray, you not only talk to me, but also make room for my peace and guidance to fill your lives. Prayer is a gift that I gave to each of you, so that at any moment they can be able to accurate to me with their joys, their concerns, their longings. In Scripture, I left you a promise. Cry to me, and I will answer and tell you great and unfathomable things you do not know. Jeremiah 33:3. This promise is alive, it is real, and is fulfilled in each of you. When they go to me with sincerity, I hear them. I not only hear your words, but I feel every feeling they carry. I know the secrets of your heart, what you may not even know how to express. And I want you to know, there is no request that goes unnoticed. There is no prayer that I ignore. Often you face challenges and doubts that seem to have no answer. At these times, I want you to remember that I am the God who listens, the God who responds, the God who is present in every prayer, even in those said in silence. Prayer is not just a ritual or an obligation. It is an opportunity to be close to me, to deposit all their concerns into me. You do not have to face life alone, because I am always here, ready to hear them, to welcome them, to strengthen each of you. When they pray, you make room for my peace to fill your hearts, so that my wisdom will guide them, that my hand sustains them. You do not need elaborate words or great speeches. What I want is the sincerity of their hearts, the desire to be in my presence, to give me every part of their lives. When they talk to me, their souls find rest, and their hearts become lighter, because I know that life can be heavy, but I am here to share this burden with you. And I want you to know that prayer is a two-way road. Not only do you talk to me, but I also want to talk to you, guide your steps, calm your anxieties, and strengthen your convictions. Be patient, because sometimes my answers come in unexpected ways. Many times I guide them by paths that cannot immediately understand, but know that every answer I give is part of my love, and be careful for you. I see what you can't see. I know what is ahead, and every answer is given in the perfect time. My beloved children, after listening to this message that I prepared especially for each of you, I invite you to join this community of faith. Subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and share this message with someone who needs to feel my love and my comfort. In doing so, you help to bring my word to more hearts that are also looking for peace and hope. I ask you to comment below a Bible phrase or a verse that resonates in your hearts, especially if you believe I am acting in your families, bringing healing and restoration. This simple gesture is a testimony of faith that strengthens your journey and inspires many others. And to continue to feel my presence, there are 2 more messages prepared to bring peace and harmony to their lives in a powerful way. Keep listening, my children, and let these words touch their hearts. Follow the 2 videos above and allow my love and peace to continue to guide thee.